Good morning, lovely people. I know we have all heard the phrase, don't judge a book by its cover. Well, that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. Because let's be honest, we all do it. Especially when it comes to romances, supernatural romances, and reverse harems. Even if we miss out on a really awesome book, we are still drawn in by those delicious looking covers. So today I have a super large list of reverse harem books, and I'll be judging them by their titles as well as their covers and trying to guess what they are about and rating them 1 to 5 if I would read. 5 being I'm gonna read it tomorrow, 1 being I would never pick this up unless maybe it was the last book on earth. And then afterwards, I'll reveal the book blurb and if I was obviously right or wrong, and then if I would still read the book after reading the book blurb. First book we have is Captured, a dark reverse harem romance. It's by Cara Wylde and Ava Brandt and Dahlia Breyer and Latussi. It is a girl with 2 wolves and a primal obsessions written on the caption on the front. So, I mean, this is kind of a cool front, or is this kind of a cool cover? I wouldn't immediately say no to this. I am assuming it's a shifter series. I'm thinking maybe they're like bad first, and the girl is like captured by them or something. Maybe she's like kidnapped for some reason. I'm gonna say that she doesn't know anything about magic until like these shifter dudes show up. And yeah. Okay, let's see. So based on this, I would give it a 3. I like shifter harems, and this is kind of cool. The colors aren't like super great or amazing or anything, but like I would read this. I would want to see what this was about. My name is Isabel, and I was born in a family of killers. For their crimes, I must now pay a terrible price. The brutes come for me after dark and tear apart everything I've known. I scream, I cry, and crawl at their feet, but it's all in vain. They spare my life and take me as their slave, as their plaything, and when they get bored of me, they'll throw me away. They've taken my freedom, claimed my soul, and yet I'm not sure I want to escape. Okay, bully romance. I was very wrong. She's born in a family of killers. So she knows who these people are. So I was wrong. She's not magic illiterate. She knows what's up. So yeah, I'm not really in the mood. Oh, it is a full standalone dark romance. Oh, that's kind of cool. So it's just a one standalone book, which can kind of be nice sometimes because reverse harems can come with some whiplash because of how many books there are in some of these series. So this is a bully romance. I'm not really in the mood for bully romances right now. I would not read this, but not because it doesn't sound really interesting. I'm gonna leave my 3 rating and say that I would want to read this, but I'm not gonna go read it tomorrow. Supernatural Custody, a paranormal prison romance by Dany Stone. Penitentiary for paranormal. Oh, this is the first offense. Okay, so there's a dude and a chick, and they've got like magic in their hands. I love this cover, actually. The colors, and like this is very much, I feel like this is very stereotypical to a supernatural reverse harem book cover, but I'm intrigued. I want to know more. It looks really cool. I'm like interested in, do they have like elemental powers maybe? That's what I'm getting from this. Like maybe they've got, like she's fire and he's ice. And obviously they're in prison. I'm going to assume that they're trying to break out of prison because I feel like that's pretty common in like the penitentiary reverse harem books. Yeah. Give this one like a 4. I would definitely read it before the last one. Just because like this is kind of my jam, and I haven't read a penitentiary reverse harem in a hot minute. So yeah, let's see if I was right at all. Robbed heaven, now there's hell to pay. Cursed with the ability to steal the form of anyone I touch, I am one of Chatham's most feared supernaturals, but the only one who knows how to get me out is the very one who betrayed me. 3 men, 1 shifter, a love that cannot be chained. Oh. Okay, so this is the first book. It's a slow burn that leads into a reverse harem. Interesting. Okay, so this is a 16 to 18. This is like a YA reverse harem. It's so funny because now I'm like less interested after reading the big book blurb. The cover made me like way more interested, and now I'm just kind of like, okay, I'm kind of, I mean, it's interesting a little bit, but not really feeling it. I think I'm going to take this down to a 2 in regards to whether I'd want to read it or not. And I don't know, now I'm like, she's a shifter, but like, what's his magic? And does she have elemental magic with her shifter powers? I don't know. I'm intrigued, but not enough to want to find out. Auctioned to the Convicts, a sci-fi reverse harem, Prison World Book 1. So, more white dudes and a white chick. Very common for reverse harem book covers. This is by Julie Cohen. Dudes are, they've all got the male, the smize going, and she's all like, it's me, I'm a damsel in distress. Not a fan of this color scheme, and honestly, this makes me think of OG romance books with the guy and the girl on the covers. I don't know, that's kind of what I'm getting from this, and I would not want to read this via this cover, so 1 for me. So it's sci-fi, so maybe they're sent to like a planet that's just for bad guys, and for some reason she's auctioned to them. What is did she do something like really bad, and then they're gonna punish her? I don't know. I'm confused. 4 men want her. They refuse to share. Punished for trying to save her sister's life, Hannah is sentenced to Narcos, a planet of dangerous criminals. One by one, they claim her. One by one, she shatters their walls. This is her unit. Love will be enough to tame her convicts. She's betting her life on it. The prison planet thing seems pretty cool, but this sounds like another bully romance, and I'm just still a 1, maybe a 2. Maybe a 2. I'm a little more interested after reading the book blurb, but the cover did nothing for me. Rebel Academy. Ooh, this is beautiful. I'm a sucker for like this style of covers. I mean, what can I say? I'm a basic bitch. It is a pretty purple color. She's got like flowy hair in the wind. You can see it. I don't know why I'm explaining this to you. It's sparkly and pretty, and it's gonna, okay, I'm gonna say this is like Fae and Kingdoms type of setting. And oh, it's an academy romance. She's maybe it's not Fae, maybe she's a witch. That's what I'm gonna go with again. I'm gonna say Nyx the Fae. I'm gonna say she's a witch going to Witch Academy, and somebody dies, and she's got to figure out who killed him. I don't know why that popped into my head, but that's what did. Let's find out how wrong I am. Nothing is more deadly than secrets, and mine could bring this mysterious academy to its knees. Many have forgotten my name, Magenta, the wicked witch whose dark magic created the Rebel Academy. Cool. Why choose between these sexy delinquents when having them all is such sinful fun? Will my bond with the magical students and new friendships be enough to battle the dangerous rivalries as well as the cruel professor's schemes? Or will I be forced back into the darkness and left to fade away? Okay, cool. I was right about the witches. That's dope. I feel like obviously this is YA because it's Academy. I don't know. I'm kind of intrigued. I'm very confused. Like, is this a book 1? Yeah, it's book 1. Cool. I like when like things start in the action of stuff. And an incubus, dope. A shifter and mage, cool. And Loki's son, I mean, cool. This sounds really fun. I would probably give this one. Wait, I didn't rate this for the book cover. Shit, I'm already failing this. It's okay. I think I probably would have given the book cover. I mean, obviously I'm biased now that I've read the blurb, but the book cover itself would probably have gotten a 4 from me. And now I think after reading the little blurb, if I was feeling for an academy, I would definitely be like, I'm gonna check this out and I would want to read more of this. So 5. Their WildOne by Lacey Thorn. This is a really strange book cover. I don't know, maybe I don't like real people on book covers. Maybe that's the theme that we're getting here. It looks like I made it in Photoshop. No offense to whoever made this book cover. it looks like you did it in 10 minutes on Photoshop. God, I'm an asshole. I feel terrible saying shit like that. Anyways, okay, so she's got the smize going on now, and she's next to a wolf. So there's a wolf shifter. She looks very innocent, so I'm definitely saying that she's like some little bitch who doesn't know what's up, and these wolf shift, she like stumbles upon something that she's not supposed to, and then gets wrapped up into this world of like wolf shifters or something. They're WildOne. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with. By this book cover alone, I would give this like a 1 as well. Jess Mueller has spent her entire life with one obsession: wolves. She's chased legends surrounding them all over the world and stumbled across the biggest discovery of all in the wilds of Oregon. When a lone woman is injured during an attack meant to hurt them, there's nothing to do but take her with them. Oh, cool, I was right. She didn't know shit. She stumbled upon them. Yeah, I mean, maybe a 2 now that I've read it. I will give it that at least. I'm a little bit more intrigued, but honestly, I'm really not feeling it. Okay, moving on. Smoke and Rubber. This is fun. See, I'm telling you, I'm a basic bitch when it comes to supernatural. I like the bright colors and the cartoonish characters. Smoke and Rubber by Adell Ryan. This is a badass motorcycle chick or bike chick. Like, I feel like she's a bike chick more than a car chick. I don't know why. I know there's cars behind her, but she's got like a motorcycle helmet in her hand, but maybe that's for protection. Do people even do that when they ride cars? I'm not sure. So you can really tell when an author doesn't do the thing that they are talking about, because when you're riding a motorcycle, I ride a motorcycle, if you did not know, you do not put your hair up in a bun before putting your helmet on. Do you know how bad that would hurt the entire time that you're riding? Not that you really cared about that, but Adell Ryan. Okay, this is cool. I like this. She is some badass, like, detective. I don't know why she's a detective. She's like a badass, I don't know, she's not a detective. What are those? Private investigators. She's a PI, and she is investigating these racing teams. And something magic happens. I don't know. I don't think this is magic. I'm going to say that this one is like a contemporary reverse harem. And I would give it a 3. Ever make it your life goal to stay far, far away from sexy men who live and breathe vehicles? No, just me. Most of my life has been spent hiding behind one of the West Coast's most infamous players in the automotive industry. But when he unexpectedly dies and the family business falls under new management, I'm forced to step from the shadows. After being relocated across country, they demand I infiltrate the local street racing scene, find out who owns it, and aid in a takeover. I'm so good. I convince myself there's no other choice. Failing to carry out these demands will result in the unraveling of my darkest secrets. The unraveling of me. Then I meet them. The men who bring light into my otherwise spiraling dark existence. They are intoxicating, dangerous, and irresistible. Will I be able to unearth enough information to keep my secrets buried without losing these men who are quickly stealing my heart? Will she? I don't know. I don't want to read it. I'm kidding. I'd probably keep it at a 3. Yeah, I'm really not like any more interested now that I've read the book blurb, but I'm not less interested either. Fever Fae. Meg, I'm not even gonna try. Xuemei, I'm not even gonna try. I will butcher it. I'm white as fuck. With a werewolf and a chick. I have no clue. It's cool. I'm interested with the cover. Okay, she's a fae. I don't know, the werewolf kind of looks like he's protecting her, and she looks very flippant, so I don't think that he's the enemy. Maybe he's just like her sidekick, and the reverse harem comes later on. That would be interesting. Fever fae. Okay, obviously there's shifters. Obviously, I think she's the fae, and maybe fae are sick. Maybe the fae are sick, and like she's the only one who can save them. I don't know. Let's give it a 2, because kind of interested, but also not, doesn't pull me in too much. Okay. Yes to the hottest, baddest Fae Kings, no to being their bitch. When my parents mysteriously disappear, leaving me to raise my 6 crazy younger siblings, my dreams for college are dashed. It gets worse when someone sends a slew of monster assassins after me. Their untimely arrival is followed by 3 devastatingly hot Fae who stalk me. I might want them, but I have no intention of joining the trail of broken hearts and bodies in their wake, for I hold a deep, dark secret. Their arrival has woken in me the very forbidden magic they've been hunting, and I, Evelina, am going to have a wicked good time teaching these Fae Kings a lesson. Honestly, my immediate reaction to this language is like, oh my god, she crazy. But then like the basic bitch in me is like, cool, I want to know more. Yeah, basic bitch wins out, because like I would totally read this just because I'm curious. Just because I'm curious to see if it genuinely is a character, like a main character who's like, fuck you guys, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do. Or if she immediately is like, I'm the brat. If you know what that means, then I don't need to explain. If you don't know what that means, then you don't need to know. I would probably, God, I'm such an asshole. I hate myself. 4. I would give this one a 4 now. Stillbringer by Zile, Elliven. Cool. She's like kneeling on cracked ground and she's looking kind of scared, staring at me. Stillbringer. I have no idea what that means, but there's like these little wing emblems. So maybe she's like a death angel or demon, maybe it's a demon book. Stillbringer, like a death bringer. Maybe it's like maybe it's a ghost. Maybe there's like a ghost thing in there. Maybe she talks to ghosts, or maybe she's a demon, or maybe her harem will be demons. It's kind of the feel I'm getting from this. So let's see how right or wrong I am. But I would give this one, by just looking at the cover, 2. I would want to read the book blurb and find out what the hell's going on. Slow burn reverse harem with eventual male later in the series. All right. After learning her family plans to kill her, oh, that's really shitty, Wylde escapes the prison she's been kept in for the greater good. Oh, okay. She manages to stay one step ahead of her pursuers until a stroke of bad luck leaves her alone, defenseless, and out of options. Faced with certain death, Wylde flees into the night and lands in the middle of a battlefield. Is she brave enough to ally herself with the monster she finds there, or will she die, never learning the true nature of her power burning inside her? Agent 14 has no thought beyond the current mission. His mind, his life, and his will are bound tightly under the yoke of the company. Can 14 fight his programming long enough to attain true freedom, or is he doomed to be a mindless puppet for the rest of his life? Following a tragic event, Guardian Marshall has spent the last 5 years trying to patch up the crumbling walls of his soul. Will he be able to separate fact from fiction, or will Marshall lose what is left of his soul? Okay, is this sci-fi? Because I'm totally confused. Yeah, I was way off, and there's like no really other information here. It's interesting. I don't even remember what number I just gave the cover, but after reading that, I'm gonna maybe say like 2. My camera's gonna die. Shit. Becoming a Reverse Harem Tale. Mountain Magic Book 1. Let's get through this one. Fingers crossed. Shifters. Yes. And she's magic. She can do magic. They are shifters. Maybe she's a witch. Maybe she's a shifter. No, she's definitely not a shifter. I'm going to say her harem will be shifters, and she just is a witch or has magic. Mountain magic. Maybe she is a shifter that has magic. I don't know. But she knows. Like, she's grown up around magic. That's what I'm guessing. By the reading of this, by this cover itself, I'd give it a 3. My goals for college are pretty simple. Get an education, meet some new friends, enjoy the mountains of Colorado. If I was lucky, find a boyfriend. Pretty sure they did not include being stalked by a magical black market or having multiple boyfriends. I mean, come on, what are the odds? Unfortunately, my birth parents were mages that left me orphaned at a young age. Instead of growing up surrounded by spells and magic, I grew up with normal humans. The world might know about magic, but that didn't mean they accepted it. Oh, the world knows about magic. Interesting. Mages have no rights. My foster parents tried to stamp out the tiny bit of magic I held on to. An untrained mage with little knowledge of the magical world was easy pickings. Now, the only thing standing between me and a whole lot of unpleasantness is the pack of hot werewolves that made me theirs. Cool. So she was taken in by the werewolves because she wasn't allowed to do magic. Interesting. Okay, my thing is gonna die. We're gonna do more of this because this is hella fun. If you enjoyed, I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you've read any of these books down below, or any other books that you would like me to judge based just on their covers. More Reverse Harem videos to come. I hope you guys are doing well. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!